Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning into Easy TV. Once again, it's your first time here. I appreciate you checking out the channel and possibly considering subscribing. But for all of you, if you go right down there, smash that thumbs up button, it would be greatly appreciated. Now, today's news by the title, we have a pair of Yeezys, but not our usual 350s or 700s or any of the numbered ones. These are the YZY Foam Runners in the sand colorway. I was lucky enough to hit them on Confirmed app. I literally really wasn't planning on going after them. I recently have been kind of slacking as far as keeping up with the sneaker world, sneaker news and things like that. And the night before, I just had remembered that they were releasing on Confirmed the next day. So I set an alarm, woke up 5 minutes before 9 a.m. Now, maybe again, because I just wasn't up to date on everything, I thought they were at 9 a.m. But when I woke up, luckily at like 8:55 a.m., it was already open to like join the drop or join the raffle or whatever on the Confirmed app. So luckily I made it in time. I guess Confirmed app's been treating me pretty well recently, so I did hit on these in a size 9. Let's get them out of the box, get my first impressions. I will say before I open it up that when I saw pictures of these originally and I saw like pictures of Kanye wearing them and stuff, I was like, look, this is gonna be a literal piece of foam that people are gonna wanna pay way too much for on the second market. But of course, I was never gonna buy in the second market, and frankly, I'm gonna resell these. I'm really not interested in wearing a piece of foam that otherwise could yield me hundreds of dollars. But these did retail for 80 bucks, which is a much more reasonable price point compared to other Yeezys. So here we go. All right, so here's the box, and while we do get that usual Yeezy cardboard, recycled cardboard box, it's got no sort of branding on it. You can see there, and also just a simplistic tag. Right, we do got the foam on the inside, the tag here, but it came detached. We got a funky ass smell of them, probably because they're all foam. So I'll show you the complete box here. As you can see, it's just that inverted Yeezy box, foam runner, and then I can get up close there, tag right there. So here they are, the Yeezy Foam Runner in the sand colorway. And as the name of the shoe suggests, it is just a piece of foam. It seems to be a one-piece kind of molded foam construction. You can see there, a lot of ventilation there. Pretty futuristic, almost alien. That's the first word that comes to mind, alien type design. Get a better look at the inside and that tag. They are, of course, very light. This shape of the back here reminds me of the 380, the back here. But of course, I guess the most weird thing to me is this forefoot area, where we have this bump. You see that noticeable bump here compared to your usual like sandal you would find at like whatever generic brand. And I guess of course that is to help you like slide your foot in here, right? And that's one question I do have is like, if you're someone who's gonna wear these a lot every day, like how is this foam gonna hold up for your foot going in and out, in and out, in and out? I can show you guys some. Right, so it's pretty flexible. I wonder how it's gonna deal with creasing over time, because you're gonna keep, your foot's gonna be flexing like right here, and that's right where that bump is. So I wonder if over time that foam from wear and tear will just kind of start indenting in and it'll start looking different. I wonder. The other thing is, because it's foam, almost like if any of you guys had Crocs back in the day, after you wore your Crocs like in the summer, like playing around, like when I was a kid I used to wear Crocs all the time, and because they're just foam, they would get really hot. And on one hand, they would kind of mold to your foot on the inside, but maybe your foot would fit more snug inside from wear. But the other thing I worry is like, for those of you who wore Crocs, like in the summer, if you went to like an outside basketball court with just Crocs on, you could feel when it was really, really hot out, you could feel how hot the ground was through your Crocs. And I would be willing to bet that's gonna be a similar situation here. Now, it does seem like the midsole or the distance between where the ground is and your foot is a little bit thicker than typical Crocs were back in the day. But then the only thing I noticed is, see down on the top? There's a little divot, and that's consistent on both of them. Just one little detail there to note. Seems to be at least where they were like maybe cutting the foam off or something like that. Curious about people who end up wearing these, like how that bottom's gonna hold up over time, as it just is foam, and it is a pretty pliable foam. I couldn't see it lasting super long, and then that Adidas branding in the heel. But that is the quick once over of the foam runners, guys. Obviously very simple. Let me know what you guys think about this design in the comments below. I will say they do look a little bit better in person than I imagined them online. However, they are still very much, you know, out there. But I think there are some cool ways you could really style these in the summer. All right, so now I want to talk hold or sell on this specific shoe slash sandal, the Yeezy Foam Runner, size 9 in the sand colorway. And I'll pop up that usual StockX screenshot as per usual. Of course, since release, we see the typical dip in price. I think we're closer towards the sub 350 range right now, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna be holding these for sure. Just like the slides. Remember when the Yeezy slides came out and people panic sold because of the fact that the prices were dipping, they were getting close to retail at one point. Then prices went way up because of course, celebrities were starting to wear them and things like that. I can easily see that being the same case here, especially with summer right around the corner. I could see more and more celebrities wearing this, pumping up the price on these, and I could see ourselves, you know, seeing, you know, above 400 or even more. But I'm definitely going to be holding these, seeing where the price goes with these. Unless you're going to wear them for yourself, which again, by all means, if you like these, wear them for yourself. Me personally, $80 shoe, the return on my money I'm going to be able to get. At least what I think I'm gonna be able to get from holding these is gonna be a lot more worth it to me. And then one detail I kind of missed, as you can see the writing. You guys can see that right there, see that? Yeezy Foam Runner, made in the USA is what it says there. Definitely, I'm gonna recommend a hold if you are going to resell these. And this is definitely a good candidate for something you could sell in your local Facebook groups and local means where you're not gonna have to pay a StockX fee or a GOAT fee, just because the demand I imagine for a hyped product like this compared to your usual 350 would be kind of high, and so you could get a lot of buyers on something like this in a Facebook group and save yourself those fees, especially if these, since these are going for several $100s, those fees are gonna add up. The one, you know, tough part with some of these local means like Facebook groups is like, if you don't have a pretty hyped up shoe or something somewhat more limited than your usual 350, you're gonna have a hard time sometimes getting people to bite, getting people to kind of care about your post. But seeing as I have a foam runner that right now is yielding a lot of price multiple post retail, as well as a size 9, eventually when I do sell these, I'm definitely gonna go for the local route. So I am gonna have a on feet for you guys and talk a little about sizing, just because these are slippers. And I do think I'm gonna be able to fit them. Even though I traditionally wear a 10, I can definitely fit a 9 in some slippers, a 9/9.5 in some slippers. And as I'm putting these up to my feet, it seems like there's more than enough space in there for me to fit. So definitely wanna give you guys that on feet. Of course, the other thing is these, just like the slides. I don't remember if the slides came with these stickers, but stickers are just not, like even when I pull them out the box, they're just not sticky at all. So one thing to kind of, I mean, like they are in the sense that like they don't fall, but like they're clearly not like on there. So anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a quick on feet. And as far as sizing goes, you know, these are one of those weird things because they are slippers. I'm gonna recommend true to size or half size down. Like if you are in between sizes, I would recommend going down. But because they are slippers, it's a little tough to give a concrete word on the sizing, but they do seem to have a good amount of room up there in the foot. So when in doubt, I would say maybe go down. For now, guys, Yeezy TV signing off.